What is good, everyone? Or sorry, what up? What up? Welcome back to the Sneaker History Podcast. My name is Nick Engvall with my guys Mike, Robbie, and Rohit. Got some My Starting Five action for you today. We're pretty excited about this one. I know all four of us have been thinking deeply about this. Well, Mike might be late to the party, but he's been thinking deeply about it for the past few minutes at least. So this is going to make it even more fun. But what's good, guys?
Who's the other woman, Nick? What other podcast are you introing?
He's like,
how dare you? How dare you? I give you my best, and this is how you repay me?
I mean, it's literally been months since I actually was on a podcast, basically, right? Like, I can't remember the last time I've recorded with anybody. So
we get it. You've fallen in love with someone else.
No, it was the well, I don't want to say it, but it was the COVID that had me out for a couple of weeks and then just lingered with other things. So I would never.
It be like that? Question mark. I don't know. Happy to have you back, though. Health is wealth. So happy that you're here.
Thank you.
The whole crew here again.
Robbie, you say you want to intro this first one?
Yeah. Undefeated. I think Nick and I, the four of us here, are two very big Undefeated fans, but they're opening up their chapter store for the first time on the East Coast in New York. TBD. They've been putting the signage up for a minute, but they're commemorating the now bi-coastal nature of Undefeated with a Converse weapon collab. And I was really excited about this one because I wear the Fragment weapon all the time. I am well ingrained in the Winning Time TV show on HBO, and obviously Converse and Magic Johnson, him being a poster child of the weapon. Now, two beautiful Undefeated collabs on that shoe. It's kind of been like a Laker fan, Magic Johnson fan dream. So two colors, a white and vintage gray for New York, which I think is pretty refreshing. You don't always have to do white, blue, and orange. May that be a note to everybody. And then what's this other one? Kind of like a white and green for the LA, which I'm also pretty interested in. The most Celtic-y I want to go, but just the weapon doesn't go out of style. It's a great shoe. It got me thinking about other great Undefeated collabs. I think they're one of those few brands that really dips their toe into a collab with everybody, from like the super rare of rare grail shoes to stuff you can find on sale at undefeated.com. So like they have a whole range of footwear products pretty much year round from someone. So might as well do a little My Starting Five about it. The biggest question is, what's the order and what have you guys been rocking and copping?
All right, guys. For my popping, the aforementioned, and at least in another episode, the Sabrina Ionescu 1. I believe this is the Spark colorway, and maybe it might be the Ionic colorway. Either way, love the shoe, love the slit, as we were calling it in the pre-show meeting, love the Romanian tapestry on the forefront of the shoe. I've had the fortune of testing this out. It's really comfortable. It really adapts well to your foot. And if you don't believe me, listen to somebody like Nightwing. They're far more articulate about the actual performance mechanics of the shoe, but it's a great shoe. This will be my shoe when I travel to New York next week for the U.S. Open, so that'll be really fun. And as for what I'm hoping to cop, did you guys see this Supreme Carlos Alcaraz Flight Posit? I really want that shoe, but now I know because they've put that magical adjective called Supreme, I'm not going to get it. But my goodness, like that's a fantastic looking shoe. So there we go. Mike, what about you? What are you copying? Oh, sorry. I know, Robbie, what are you thinking?
Rohit, you might have a chance because a lot of Supreme stuff hasn't been so hot anymore. So I think if you have somebody else trying with you, you should be able to get that shoe. I definitely thought of you and Mike when I saw that picture.
Well, I'll gladly take any raffles in the Discord, which, shameless plug, please join our Discord as you like, review, subscribe, and do all the other things you do with the podcast. But yeah, I'm excited about going to New York. I'm excited to be in the city when this shoe debuts because I think it really is a very beautiful piece of footwear. So I'm interested to see what is the scope of the shoe and how widespread is it. Robbie, do you want to go next?
Come on, I'll go next. Before recording, literally, I was wearing the Cloud Monster by On. For the first time in my running career, I actually started at a pace and got faster every mile. That's never happened. I mean, they're still slow, right? I mean, it's incremental improvement. Don't get it twisted, but it's like, man, I've never actually said I'm going to negative split it, I believe is the technical term, a run. And I did. And I was like, man, you are a sweaty bastard right now, but I'm proud of myself. So it was good. And then also today, much like Rohit picking up our Coppins right before we record, I've always wanted a pair of Response CLs. A lot of great colorways of this shoe in the past, I want to say year. Adidas, at least Adidas.com has been guarding it with like no discount applied, like barriers. So I've been looking for the right moment, and the Adidas employee store finally had a pair. Didn't particularly want all black, but the materials are really nice. The fit is great. Since the Yeezy line kind of is not the coolest right now. This is like a great response to like a Yeezy 700, right? Or any kind of clunky shoe. But just the materials, you won't be able to tell from here. Just really well executed, comfortable, everyday shoe. So can't beat that sometimes.
What I'm rocking is going to be the Crazy 8 Adidas in their team orange and looks like kind of a baby blue color. Should be coming out here in a couple weeks. So shout out to Adidas for sending these over.
The Amon Shumpert, man. The Amon Shumpert specials.
I mean, almost. Not dark enough blue, but almost.
Could we have Amon? I was just going to say, could we have Amon Shumpert endorse the Reebok pump so we can go shump with the pump? Thank you.
You better, hey, whoever heard that, give Rohit his check. But what I want to cop is going to be the return of the Air Footscape. And it's that kind of cow print color they're releasing in a couple weeks. I think it's a women's extended size exclusive. So they have my size 10 floating around. I think up to like a men's 13. So that's my cop. How about you, Nick? I know you've been buying some shoes since you've been dealing with your COVID.
Stuck at home and on my phone. Well, I've been rocking T-Mac. T-Mac nice. 1. It's kind of a standard. I did make a rare purchase though. The Nike ID options, the Nike by You options got me. So I picked up a pair of Air Max 1s. These are crazy, like croc skin alligator or whatever, like Tiffany color, super crazy velvet liner. Yeah. So and
what's that what's that little silvery hang tag on it?
So one of them says Air Max, one of them says Nike Air, and then one of them is just like the Nike script, kind of like the lowercase Nike script.
Is it like a bracelet?
Does that come with it, or is that a you thing?
All came with it.
That's cool,
man.
I can't remember what they were. I think they're like 170, 180 or something. So yeah, pretty pricey. Right. But the options right now it only took what 2.5, 3 weeks to get them to me. So
nice.
It was pretty quick. Definitely. I mean, for the money, like I'd rather buy that one pair of Air Max than 3 or 4 of colors that I sort of liked, which has been the colors that have been releasing lately. Like I'm not quite into any of them. And most of the stuff that's been coming out has been the 86 Big Bubble. And I just don't like, I think it's a cool concept to have like the original, sketch shoe or the original release, but all the new colors don't make sense to me with that. So I'd rather have the original. But yeah, there's some really great options on it. And the materials are like super crazy premium too. So actually you can kind of see it on this. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but basically like it's got that suede where you can like, it changes the color when you brush it. It's just phenomenal.
Nice, man. I gotta try that out.
Now, Nick, you got to tell me, in 2023, does that T-Mac feel like your foot's in a toaster when you go outside, or does it ventilate at all?
Man, I don't know if it's 2023 or just getting older, but everything retro basketball feels like a tank right now. I feel like I'm literally like putting my foot in just the heaviest concrete coffin and trying to walk around. So, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Why don't you get a pair of Sabrina's? Wink.
I would like to get a pair, definitely. Yeah, that shoe is beautiful.
That might have to be the sneaker history team shoe. For the 4 of us. So let's go ahead and jump into this My Starting Five. If this is your first time joining us on a My Starting Five, it's like a fantasy draft, snake-like in style, front to back. The four of us pick players or shoes in this case that fit a theme, and the theme being any undefeated shoe by any brand ever. Here's one other caveat I didn't really put out. For example, those 5 strikes packs of Dunks and Air Force Ones from last year, you don't get the whole pack. So somebody could take like the blue and yellow Air Force One. Someone could take the traditional undefeated brown colorway, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't own the whole line of something. So we have the order of Rohit going first, then Nick, myself, and Mike. Then I'll go Mike, me, Nick, Rohit. Up to 5 with maybe a bench player. We'll see how we're going. But go ahead, Rohit. Go ahead and start us off.
So I'm at a quandary. Do I go for the easy answer, which is I think almost everyone's, yeah, you know what? Based on the looks I'm getting from my fellow co-hosts, go ahead and just give me the undefeated Jordan 4. My only caveat being I need some orange laces as well. That's the only thing I would like to make in terms of an alteration. But I've got the shoe. It's a lot of people's first grail. It's a modern grail. I think, isn't it something absurd that less than 100 pairs were made? So it truly is that sneaker history that feels like history every time you wear it. So that's my first overall pick.
Yeah, that's like picking Michael Jordan in a fantasy basketball draft. So you did the right move.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. Well, you guys already probably know that I have to take the questions. I'm going to go with the all black pair, though. People might have thought I would go with the orange, the multicolor, but I got to go with the all black questions.
So the orange green, the pair you're talking about, is a lot going on and technically still is on the table because it's 2 different shoes. So
still on the
table if you want to get it later. My first one, is the Kobe 5 What the Pack, the multicolor What If pack. Yeah, I still want that shoe pack, but it's like $1,800 in a size 13. So that's not happening anytime soon. But gorgeous pack. I love how they're 2 completely different looking shoes from materials and story, like 2 different parts of the same story. One is all the teams that passed up on Kobe, and then the last one being kind of tealy and gold for the Hornets who actually did it. But yeah, What If pack, Kobe 5.
All right, good deal. Good pick. I guess I keep it Kobe for my first pick. I'm going to go with the undefeated Kobe 1 Pro Tro in the purple patent. I feel like it just had to be done. And for my second pick, since we're doing a snake style draft, I am going to go with the undefeated Bape ZX 5000 from 2013. It was the camo brown colored ZX 5000 that I think is super nice. I still wish I had a pair.
I'll take that off my list.
I knew you had it on there. I knew you did.
Okay, so if Rohit's going undefeated rare, I'm going to go with the Fukijamas, the Turtles, the at first fake gold pair from the TV show that ended up not releasing, but there's a couple pairs floating around, if I remember correctly. Another sub 100 crazy release. Yeah, the gold pair with like the laser tattoo stuff. Those are like an ultimate Air Force One flex, right? So definitely going with the undefeated. Yeah, undefeated Fukis. Pardon me.
I believe you're up next, Nicholas, with the
second pick. I am going with maybe a little bit off the beaten path, but this is my probably. Never mind. I got to go for the neighborhood ZX 8000, the black pair. If you've been in the Discord, you know I bought way too many pairs. Well, way too many, but I've worn through most of them already. So the definite favorite for me.
I definitely had that on my list as well.
I mean, the white pair is still out there, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the same as the black pair.
The black is so tough looking.
It is.
Perfect. There's 4 of us. The 4 was the number 1 pick for me, so I'll go with another 4. I'll go with the Kobe 4 Pro Turo pack. Not the pack necessarily. I think there were 5 colorways that launched. And you know what? As much as I would like to get the purple and gold, I'm going to go off the beaten path and go with the olive green and black colorway. I just think you don't see too many sneakers like that, and I just like the complement. And whenever I do think of Undefeated, I think of a camo green, and I think that's the closest thing we've got to it with regards to a Kobe 4. So, and then to continue that theme of the Undefeated motif, if you will, go ahead and give me the ballistic highs, if I remember correctly, just making sure I have that right. Yes, the ballistic high, dunk high. Like I said, I just love a good olive shoe when it's pulled off, and that black swoosh makes it even more prominent and visible. So go ahead and go with that for my 3rd overall shoe.
Very nice, dude. Very, very nice. All right, Nick, back at it, I think.
All right. My 3rd one, I'm going to go a little bit deep cut. The very first Converse poor man's weapon was a black and orange joints with the removable Velcro logos and stuff. And that's still on my bucket list in my eBay save searches for a size 13. If you're looking to, nobody has that shoe sitting around. I guarantee it. But one of my favorites.
I'm going to go off the beaten path too, only because 2 other members of this podcast like Insta Pump Furies, and I need to get them now. I'm going to go with the Insta Pump Furies, the Iverson question joints. I'm going to go with the red toe ones though. So the Undefeated Insta Pump Fury, I think it was like 2017, something like that. But yeah, Insta Pump Fury, I'm taking the red toe.
Nice. I didn't think it was going to go, so I was going to hang on to that one for later, but you got me. Caught me slipping. That's fine, though. I will go with my number 3 pick is going to be one I thought was going to be gone already, but the 2005 Undefeated Dunk High, the one basically they took the biohack color from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that one. And for my number 4 pick, I am going to go with what is from the 5 on it packet is going to be the Dunk Low in the blue, purple, and gray color. So it's the one that just released not too long ago.
Yeah.
I have it. It's like, too far away to grab.
Yeah, no, right. I'm just like, because the one I want to say, I don't know how to describe the colorway. They're in the closet. I'll live. I'll finish out the not all of the dunks, but that same kind of time frame. I'm gonna go with the white and gum. I think it's 2012 white. This is the 5 strikes on the back heel. The exact is same as the ballistic mesh row it chose. There's a white pair. I think it's just white and gum. Super clean, super simple.
So I'm up next.
Yep.
I am going to go. I'm going to go with the Hyper Jade Kobe 4. Like that teal with a little bit of orange. One of my favorites.
I think I've got 2 next. So the first one, I'll go with the Undefeated Dunk Splatter Lows, which has that pink swoosh on it. I guess there were only 24 pairs made of this, and this was the first time I've ever even heard of it, but it's a good-looking shoe, so I'll go with that. And then for my reach-around pick, go ahead and give me the Kobe 1 with the normal camo and the white, green, and black.
Both excellent picks. All right, my last pick, number 5, is going to be the probably one of the more forgotten Undefeated shoes. The Los Angeles Hirachi with the all blue suede.
The lowrider one.
Yeah, the lowrider one. Yep. One of my favorites.
Nice.
I've been looking for that shoe for a while, but no luck in my size.
Nice.
I guess we all just love Kobe 1 Protros because, I mean, I'm going to go with the bright green camo, the Silver Lake pair. It's like the annoying, like vomit green almost, like toxic green. It looks so weird and good. The Kobe 1 is such a big, bold shoe. You can put a lot of stuff on it. So yeah, that's my 5th one. And we definitely will have a bench player, so to speak. So go ahead, Mike.
And as Mike recovers from being on mute once again, we will allow him to speak as soon as Mike is off the mic. And he's back on. Michael.
Wrong mouse. That's what happens when you're trying to do 2 things at once. I've clicked the wrong mouse.
That's what she said?
I don't know if that's what she said. But my fifth pick is one I knew no one's going to pick because no one cares about the shoe. But oh my God, my brain just shut off. Oh my God, the freaking Hyperdunk 2012 in the ballistic green color. Not a fan favorite, but you know what? I like it.
It's a Mike favorite, and that's what matters.
All right, so that was my fifth. So we're going, I guess, back around for number 6, or bench player.
Yep.
Cool.
Go ahead, Rohit. Hit us with your Lamar Odom, so to speak.
The Lamar Odom for me, ironically, is also associated with one Kobe Bryant. In this case, it's the other half of the What If pack, and that would be the Charlotte Hornets colorway, which was just the white and gold.
All right. I'm going to go a little more, another deep cut, Converse Pro Leather. Well, technically it's like a ballistic mesh, but also a black and orange kind of combo that they did years ago. Be my 6th man.
All righty. And I'm going to go ahead and just keep the Converse time going. The whole shoe that brought up this topic, I really do like those weapons a lot. So I'm going to go with the white and vintage gray Converse weapon. They say play dirty on the side. This, again, Nick, you could probably attest, their language and like the stuff they reuse over and over again is just like ingrained in the brand. So like play dirty, undefeated, go together. Just, I love it. When they put that on a shoe, I love stuff like that.
Yep. I'm right there with you.
All right. So I guess my last pick, or my bench player, it's going to be the undefeated A6 Joe Light 5, the false flag. I'm surprised Nick didn't pick this one with the orange and black.
It's on my list, but I gotta sometimes you just gotta let your kids go, just
Let them be free.
As I said that, we'll get into recapping our choices, but I realized that there's just way too many undefeateds for this. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, they were the ones that did the Live Strong Lance Armstrong On Your Bike Kid Air Force One, which was really dope. Would have been a good one. I've got a few pairs of the campus Adidas that they did too with Bape. They did Superstars with Bape.
There's tons of Bape stuff they did, like double branded. It's a cup floweth over type situation with Undefeated.
Yeah. And actually, a lot of people probably don't even know, but they did a bunch of those New Balance 580s that are super popular right now.
Yep.
With all those Stussy and Mad Hectic and all those brands back in the day. So,
yeah, I saw a bunch of those when I was looking at them. Like, dang, I forgot about those. Cool. So who's going to start the recap? Number 1.
Let me go ahead and do it since I think I had the first overall pick. So I had the legendary Jordan 4 Undefeated, followed by the Kobe 4 Pro Turos in the olive green and black, then the undefeated Ballistic Dunk Highs, followed by the Splatter Dunk Lows, and then lastly, I had the Kobe ones in the camo colorway. And for my my bench person, I went with the What If teal pack, since Robbie, I believe, took the other more prominent pair.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
All right. Well, I also just realized that I forgot the bright orange ZX8000s from back in the day that I actually have. So anyway, my top 5, or my starting 5, was the black questions, the neighborhood ZX8000 in the black, Converse Poor Man Weapon, black and orange, the teal Hyper Jade Kobe 4s, the LA Hirachi, and the Converse Pro Leather, which was actually ballistic nylon.
Yeah, Nick, I didn't name any shoe I own either, and I have a ton of undefeated shoes.
That's what I'm thinking.
These peasants that I have in the closet. So I went with the What If Kobe 5, the multicolor, the Fukuyama Turtle Entourage, white, black, gold, Instant Pump Fury Question Red Toe, the white Dunk High, and then the Kobe 1 Protro Silver Lake, that bright green. And my last 6th man was the new, the Converse Weapon Undefeated.
Well, my 5 are going to be: number 1 was the undefeated Kobe 1 Protro in the purple patent leather. Number 2 is the undefeated Bape ZX 5000 camo. Number 3, the Kobe undefeated 4. Oh, no, wrong one. I hit the wrong one. Where's my number 3? Look at guys, I am having an off day today, apparently. Did anybody write down my number 3? Because I've completely failed. The hell?
It was the biohack multicolor undefeated dunk.
Yep,
the no lining.
Yep, there we go. So that was the biohack dunk. Number 4 was going to be the 5 on it, the blue and purple pair. Number 5 was the Hyper Dunk 2015 in the ballistic green, and then my bench player, the Asics Gel Light 5 false flag. I think pretty solid teams around. Like you said, I think there's a ton left on the table we can go back to, but I think everyone has some pretty solid picks on this one.
That's the joy of having a good topic like this for my starting 5. I mean, it's just one of those things that I don't know, not only that all of us can kind of partake in, I'm sure all the listeners are screaming at us, hey, what about this? What about that? You know what? We left enough for you guys to make your own starting 5. And if you can, share with us in the comments or on our posts, let us know what you guys want to do with regards to your own undefeated collab picks.
There's tons of stuff out there too. Like we didn't get into Puma. We didn't get into New Balance. There's just so many good collabs out there from Undefeated.
Yeah, isn't that New Balance like 990 V1 or V2 like one of like the best like New Balances ever? Like
yeah,
we didn't bring it up.
I mean, there's literally, and like they did so many Puma Clydes like back in the day that now that we've looked at this and all brought up some, it's like, oh my God, how did we miss all these others? So I know people can leave us their starting 5 in the comments. Definitely. Maybe we'll drop this when we drop this episode, we'll drop it in the Discord and see what everybody else says too. Cause I would love to see what people are screaming at their screens right now as they're watching this. All right, y'all. Well, let everybody know where they can find you before we get out of here.
Yeah. Well, when I'm not on mute and talking to myself, you can find me here on Sneaker History, Instagram at MadWatcher789, of course, on YouTube at Mike Guillory.
You can find me on Instagram X. We have to make sure we get the branding right for Mr. Musk. You can find me on X, not the drug, but the social media, which may be a drug, at Rohizi, on Instagram at RohitM13. On OnlyFans is the Tan Tornado.
Man, I can't follow the Tan Tornado. Let's follow at Sneaker History.
Yeah, I don't know how to follow that either. You can find me at Nick Engvall on Threads now. So I'm over there
hanging out,
trying to pretend it's Twitter, but I mean X. I mean, yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening, watching, tuning in, rocking with us. We appreciate y'all. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
See ya.
Rohit the Tandor Tickler.
Done. Finished.
Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify and Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more video content coming soon. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in our Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is a connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions that we have in common with each other. We recently launched a couple of new podcasts directly from our community. One of them is a Formula One podcast. If you're an F1 fan like me, the Exhaust Notes podcast is your weekly fix of Formula One fun. It's hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates. New episodes drop every Tuesday. I've been wearing fitted hats for years and collecting my favorite teams since I was a little leaguer. It has been awesome to see so many new fans getting into fitteds in recent years. Crown and Stitch is our new talk show about fitted hats with Dexter, Keith, and myself, where we talk about fitted hats, snapbacks, throw in some obscure hats because we all kind of like some funky stuff once in a while, don't we? Copping, collecting, and so much more. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Hit the links in the show notes for this episode to give our new shows a listen, and be on the lookout for more new podcasts dropping soon. Last but not least, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Thank you all for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.